Hello everybody, my name is Magic Zazog, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We're gonna get right into it with making a poem. Okay. Which is my favorite girl here? I like her, kinda. I like her, kinda. She's tsundere. But I like Depression Girl a lot, so let's go, okay, she likes death. Tragedy, okay, I'm trying to get her. Sensation, there we go. Incongruent. Raindrops. Oh, depression. Oh, she likes depression, I forgot. Heaven sent. Faster. Unrequest. Okay. Insight. Intellectual. Swimsuit. Doki Doki. You make my heart to go Doki Doki, senpai. Anime lust. Graveyard. Rain cloud. Okay, contamination. I'm choosing all the big words because she likes big words, it seems. Effulgent. Uncontrollable. Agonizing. Headphones. Hi again, Mike. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mike. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You baka. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. Oh, and last year, too. Oh, gosh. I don't know if you just planned here to come and hang out or whatever, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you sure have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monika and manga, stuck in between. Yes, that is what happens. Oh, it's a hentai collection. Manga is literature. I like her style. I should have went for Pink Girl. I like her style. Don't worry, guys. Mike always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mike can become good friends, too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Sayori, you're a piece of shit, Sayori. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it seem like a real big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. You jerk. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. I'll bite. Well, here, I thought she just, was revealing her chest to me, and I was like, whoa, this is going sexual already. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might like and enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yes, with vigor! Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She's getting her manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad from distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Yuri. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. How's this spacing out? I murdered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, as I said. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stepped in the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you may have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped a human experiment prison. Jesus Christ. While her life's in danger, she desperately needs to choose who to trust. Oh my god. No matter what... Holy, this book... This sounds really dark. But Yuri made it sound like where it was going was to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mike? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from some sort of strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because somebody wants them to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I stepped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company next to someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. She's like Hinata from Naruto, my favorite anime. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it after I flip it to the side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Oh, a little smile, that's adorable. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. You continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, even though turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her as she catches it with her under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your own head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Mike, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it in that it's kind of cute. What are you saying this all of a sudden? Okay, everybody, it's me, Monica. I think it's time that we share each other's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. No, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from her book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or do you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. Smooth. By the way, did each of you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Gosh. Darn it. My relaxation ends. Oh no. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of blue leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show off my poem to first? Yuri! That noise. Dude! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her first. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha 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 ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Ooh, perfect. Expert judge right here, 10 out of 10. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valued feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last just to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mike. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, okay, that's what that does. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Mike. Me too. I'm gonna do my best for me as well. Let me just quickly... to make sure I don't lose track or anything. Monika, Natsuki, or Sayori. I want to go for Monika because I like Monika. She is a nice... Hi, Mike. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, gosh. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Mike. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of that barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Mike. I was going to say ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this type of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe her happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when the readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about it so much. You do you. You do you. You do your own thing. You do me. Wait, what? What? Just keep exploring and keep trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Oops. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Oh no, I'm tired. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I veer in, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into nothing. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn. This is nice. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, for a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some epiphany recently. It's been really influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Oh boy, sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's actually a really good tip. They know how to make tips. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's a really good tip. I'm gonna go Natsuki because anime. Mike, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. Gosh, we all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like you to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Oh, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve. You're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Owls can race. Horses can seek. Yes, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. That's actually kind of... This is good. It's all like, oh yeah, it's so nice, and then it gets fucking sad. People can try, and they can't do anything else. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing all has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message seem any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then I made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last time. So you did. I guess I went more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Haha, yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And now to Sayori.
Hello. This is a good poem, Mike. Are you sure it's your first time? It is me, Sayori Simpin.
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. Ugh! Tired boy. It just really reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mike. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. Oh my god. Stop yawning. Me. I'm gonna make sure that you'll have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you there then. I'm gonna hold you against the wall. I'm gonna pin you there with some pins. Like a nail gun. I'm gonna make you keep that promise. Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Oh boy. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes you feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Yes, when I wake up, I like to rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Ehehe. This was so much fun. Manika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Oh boy. Phew. This is my jam. I guess it's everybody. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everybody is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. How do you smile sadly? What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Oh, how can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. You're trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come out with something nice to say? Wow. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Wow. I really don't like Monica anymore. Just because she likes anime and manga doesn't mean I like her anymore. She sucks. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Ha! If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mike did too. So personally, I've got to give a suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I, of course, come across anything particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mike liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh god. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Eh? Nani? That's not what you just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mike appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you think he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Gonna throw down the costume. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mike started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Oh god, Mike! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have them figuring it out. Help me explain this to her, Mike. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mike? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think highly of me. So, of course, that's gonna be Yuri, Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You didn't just pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's a secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something really more personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Yeah, shut up, anime girl. You said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her... I thought it said ass for a second. Fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant is only because she can't handle the pressure. You can't handle the rock. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm her, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On the way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I looked across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. S-I-G-H for the sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could I hate anyone that got frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Mike. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you being a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Itsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what did the thing that Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Thanks, Yuri. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. I got you. Okay, everybody. It's just about the time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say that it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Mike, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something for your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a bit more about the types of poems everyone likes. But in luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ooh, using them big words. Mike, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Fury beams at me. I've been struck with a laser. Oh god. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise that they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Mike, it's nice that I get to spend more time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I feel like that's completely wrong. I feel like you're completely backwards with that. And I think everyone likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. More poems? Okay. Well, I feel, once again, right at this poem part, just like last episode, I feel like this is a good spot to end off. We got the three cutes down here. I don't know where Monika is, but you know what? Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot to stop. Okay, my name is Magic Sazog, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya, and come back next time.